1. Piranha's bad reputation is at least partially Teddy Roosevelt's fault. When Theodore Roosevelt journeyed to South America in 1913, he encountered, among other exotic creatures, several different species of piranha. Here's what he had to say about them in his bestseller, Through the Brazilian Wilderness. They are the most ferocious fish in the world. Even the most formidable fish, the sharks or the barracudas, usually attack things smaller than themselves. But the piranhas habitually attack things much larger than themselves. They will snap a finger off a hand and cautiously trailed in the water. They mutilate swimmers in every river town in Paraguay. There are men who have been thus mutilated. They will rend and devour alive any wounded man or beast, for blood in the water excites them to madness. They will tear wounded wildfowl to pieces, and bite off the tails of big fish as they grow exhausted when fighting after being hooked. Roosevelt went on to recount a tale of a pack of piranhas devouring an entire cow. According to Mental Floss, locals put on a bit of a show for Roosevelt, extending a net across the river to catch piranhas before he arrived. After storing the fish in a tank without food, they tossed a dead cow into the river and released the fish, which naturally devoured the carcass. A fish that can eat a cow makes for a great story. Given that Roosevelt was widely read, it's easy to see how the piranha supervillain image spread. Scientists and explorers had knowledge of piranhas dating back to the 16th century, but Roosevelt's tale is largely credited with dispersing the myth. Dated 1856, this sketch by French explorer Francis de Castelnau depicts a red-bellied piranha. Scientists and explorers had knowledge of piranhas dating back to the 16th century, but Roosevelt's tale is largely credited with dispersing the myth. Dated 1856, this sketch by French explorer Francis de Castelnau depicts a red-bellied piranha. Wikimedia Commons/Francis de Castelnau, 2. Piranhas have lived in South America for millions of years. Today, piranhas inhabit the freshwaters of South America from the Orinoco River basin in Venezuela up to the Paraná River in Argentina. Though estimates vary, around 30 species inhabit the lakes and rivers of South America today. Fossil evidence puts piranha ancestors in the continent's rivers 25 million years ago, but modern piranha genera may have only been around for 1.8 million years. A 2007 study suggests that modern species diverged from a common ancestor around 9 million years ago. Also, the Atlantic Ocean rose around 5 million years ago, expanding into the floodplains of the Amazon and other South American rivers. The high salt environment would have been inhospitable to freshwater fish like piranhas, but some likely escaped upriver to higher altitudes. Genetic analysis suggests that piranhas living above 100 meters in the Amazon have only been around for 3 million years. 3. Piranhas found outside South America are usually pets on the lam. Piranhas attract a certain type of pet lover, and sometimes when the fish gets too large for its aquarium, said pet lover decides it's much better off in the local lake. In this manner, piranhas have shown up in waterways around the globe from Great Britain to China to Texas. It's legal to own a piranha in some areas, but obviously never a good idea to release them into the wild, as the species could become invasive. 4. Piranha teeth are pretty intense but replaceable. Piranhas are known for their razor-sharp teeth and relentless bite. The word piranha literally translates to toothed fish in the Brazilian language tup. Adults have a single row of interlocking teeth lining the jaw. True piranhas have tricuspid teeth, with a more pronounced middle cuspid or crown, about 4 millimeters tall. The shape of a piranha's tooth is frequently compared to that of a blade and is clearly adapted to suit teeth.
Subscribe now.